Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go. From M&T Bank Stadium, this one taken from the 7. And look at this, right away a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the start? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Baltimore coming back out here on offense. And Charles, unfortunately for the Ravens this year, it just feels like a failure. Yes, the 14 wins in the regular season, but that divisional round loss to Tennessee, such a shocker, really stunned everybody in the NFL.
It certainly did, and I know exactly what you're saying when you say it feels like a failure, yet you don't want to say it, do you?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it just feels wrong to say that, but let's face it, the bottom line is getting to the ultimate prize. And when you're 14-2 in the regular season, you're the number 1 seed in the AFC, and you lose at home in your first playoff game, it will feel like a failure, and hopefully that'll motivate them going forward. But I think part of it is they didn't need to play Week 17, and they pulled a lot of starters. So now that week is gone where you don't play. You get the open week, right? You end up getting essentially 2 more. It's too long for them sitting, and I think it hurt their timing and maybe their edge.
But tell me if you agree, I think it's safe to say that Lamar Jackson and company will be back and strong next year.
It'd be a surprise if they are not, because don't forget he couples it with a pretty darn good defense, too.
Rolling to his right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 36, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Allen now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Singletary. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
11-3, the scoreline after 1. Throwing now is Allen. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gore. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively there. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. from 8 yards out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson flush to his right, able to fight through one tackle, escaping the pressure right, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
An old low.
And he's going to go down again.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 57 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll bring up second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Milano. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game pressure because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
On second and 11 now. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down. Allen hit. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy.
Under pressure, they got him again. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. The overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. He can run for it, and he will. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried